We're approaching the Thurrock's service area on the left-hand side, travelling around London on the M25 in a clockwise direction. We're now north east of London, and of course that means you come up to the River Thames. And as on the way to Hemel Hempstead, I went through the Dartford Tunnel, which was free because it was in the evening. This is obviously not the evening, so it's going to be £2. That means that it averages out for me the same as it was when I used to go around the Dartford Tunnel, even when I was training to be an accountant some 25 years ago. That's not bad. Zero inflation in a quarter of a century is not bad, is it? So there we are. It's double or quits. Either you're in... Oh, that's interesting, it's all flooded. Does that mean the Thames is up? I don't know. You can have correct coins, or you can have an attendant booth with a person who gives you the change. But basically, this is the QE2 bridge, the Queen Elizabeth II bridge, and yeah, it's the first of the interesting sights, because obviously the Thames is pretty broad at this point. It's to the east of London. When the M25 goes around it on the west of London, obviously you don't even notice where the Thames is, in fact, because it's just it barely raises, the road barely raises, and it simply goes over the Thames without you really even particularly noticing it. So, but it's absolutely obvious where the Thames is going round on the east side of London. Because you get this huge bridge which dominates the local skyline. I used to audit some landfill sites down in that direction, and you could see this very clearly from them. Ports and jetties all the way down there, down the Thames, which is used far more for transport these days than it was in some of the past, although in the distant past it was the main way of transporting in London and to London. You can see the road going off into Kent. Kent is the county we're now landing in. Essex is what we just came off. Essex borders obviously with Hertfordshire, and obviously between Essex and Hertfordshire is a land border between Essex and Kent, a river border, the Thames. So this is Kent, which is supposed to be the Garden of England, although the particular part which we see here isn't all that gardeny. And the toll is collected, which I've already prepared here, down in that. The toll is collected only once you have come off the bridge on this far side of it. On the Dartford tunnel side, the toll is collected before you go in, so it's Kent in either case collecting the Kent side. Essex side doesn't collect any money because they probably haven't thought of it. That's a change given one. That's also a change given one. That's a bit stupid, but then at least I can reach across to the person who's going to take my change. Whereas as it was, I'd have to have reached right over and put it into some basket. It would have effectively meant throwing it across to that far side. Whereas here I can probably reach across and get it into his hands. Certainly seems to be taking some time. Somebody's had to go out of the thing and pay for himself and probably the person in front, because you can only will prosecute any person who's responsible for threatening behaviour or personal assaults on staff. I didn't do any threatening behaviour, and I didn't do any assaults, as you could see, so I hope I won't be prosecuted. And so here we are in Kent, going towards the Channel Tunnel.